Hey guys, big update is out in Faye, and that means new weapon refines. We have weapon refines for Lukas, Faye, Sully, and Stahl. Like always, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on each of these weapons and also give you guys ideas on how to use them. Let me know what you guys think about this battery refines in the comments down below. Alright, let's start with Valentia's best boy, Lukas. He has Daybreak Lance. It has the same base effect as his natural Killer Lance. Then for his special refine, he basically got Sturdy Stance, which grants 4 attack and defense during combat in the enemy phase. Okay, so the refine effect is pretty bland, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not bad for Lukas if he's built to become a 100% physical wall. Lukas is meant to be an enemy phase tank, and his two most notable stats are his attack and his defense. Refined Daybreak Lance complements those attributes perfectly. He's gonna be able to run the same type of builds as he did with Slaying Lance. The only difference with Daybreak Lance equipped is that he's gonna be tankier and he's going to hit harder. He can still run the standard Steady Breath set with either Ether or Bonfire. With Ether, he's going to be able to activate it on his second counterattack, assuming that he gets doubled. Then with Bonfire equipped, he can proc Bonfire twice in a single round of combat. You could even give him Soul and Fierce Stance Steel for a self-sustained build that also packs a punch. Then for the last set, this is a more defensive set as it runs Steady Stance 4. That'll help slow down the foe's special charging rate and help Lukas survive until his second counterattack when he can activate Ignis. All in all, it's not the flashiest refine out there, but it's definitely a usable one and a very good one for Lukas. Next up is Faye and her Bow of Devotion. This is hands down the best refine out of this batch. This bow gives her +4 in all her combat stats when she gets attacked in the enemy phase by a ranged foe. Then the refine effect is not just Quick Riposte, but Quick Riposte 5, just like Roy's refine. There's a bunch of reasons why this weapon is so great for Faye. Faye is considered one of the best enemy phase range tanks, if not the best. Her bread and butter set was the Guard Bow, double distant defense set with Quick Riposte in the B slot. This set gave her tons of defense and resistance versus ranged foes. Now with Bow of Devotion equipped, she retains some defensive stats that she lost from Guard Bow, but at the same time, she's gaining attack and speed, which will help her secure more KOs, which is very important in Ether raids. Also, the Quick Riposte effect in her weapon opens her B slot, and this is also very important. We have so many good B skills now that having a flexible B slot is very valuable. Faye can now run her standard double distant defense set with Null Seed Disrupt, which allows her to be able to bait every single kind of range foes, including Razzle Dazzler staff units. If you don't have access to Distant Defense 4, then Dual Range is a viable B skill for her to help her negate the attacking range foes bonuses. And then Guard is of course a great defensive option to slow down the attacking foe's special charging rate. You can even give her Chills, Sabotage, or honestly anything you want in her B slot. It's very flexible. Bow of Devotion is what Faye really wanted. It's her ideal weapon. It's honestly just a better and stronger guard bow, and like I said, it's hands down the best refine among the 4. For the last 2 refines, I'm just going to talk about them together because Stahl and Sully have the exact same refine. Their weapon's base effect is Triangle Adept, and the refine effect is similar to Kane's and Abel's, except that instead of it being a brave weapon in the player phase, it's a brave weapon in the enemy phase as long as there's a Cavalier ally within 2 spaces. This does mean that Stahl and Sully are able to quad attack in the enemy phase if they double, which is really cool. Sully can probably double naturally with speed since she's decently fast, but Stahl on the other hand will need Quick Riposte since he's rather slow. Now, I've seen comments on Reddit bashing on these 2 weapons because they're gem weapons. To be fair, Sully and Stahl, especially Sully, do not have the stat line to be able to reliably duel foes of the opposite color. I mean, look, Sully has base 26 attack and Stahl has 31, which is a lot better, so I guess it's mainly just Sully. There is no way Sully can duel greens without heavy ally support and investment. Even if she did, she would be mediocre at best. Stahl's attack is easier to salvage since it's at 31, and we do have the Fierce Stance Steel. I think Fierce Stance Steel will be a staple on Stahl. He's gonna really need that extra 6 attack. You can either double down on Fierce Stance or have 1 Sturdy Stance and 1 Fierce Stance, and then in the B slot you can give him Quick Riposte or Vantage. The other option is to give him Steady Stance 4. The innate guard effect in Steady Stance 4 is going to help Stahl tank multiple hits until he can proc Ether. Assuming he gets doubled, Stahl will be able to activate Ether on his 4th attack. Now Sully can run a similar build except that she doesn't necessarily need Quick Riposte. Her B slot is flexible as long as you can grant her speed buffs for reliable doubles. I would recommend looking into Duel Close or perhaps some type of support skill so she's not just a red killer. She can be a red killer and a support at the same time, so maybe look into Chills or Links. By the way, bonds can work instead of stances for both Stahl and Sully if you don't mind the stricter positioning conditions. So overall, I don't think these two refines are terrible. I think having TA is fine for Sully since her stat line is just so lackluster. On the other hand, I think Stahl could have gotten away with a non-gem weapon effect since his stats isn't the worst thing ever, and when you consider how easily Cavaliers can boost stats by stacking Gold Cavalry. Alright, so out of this batch of refines, I think Faye's is definitely the best, then Lukas comes in second. Stahl's and Sully's I guess are fine. Their refines aren't even the problem for me, it's really their base stats. I personally would never build Sully because her stat line is just so bad. Stahl's is okay, but Sully, nah, no way, never. Anyways, what do you guys think about these refines? Do you like them? Are they good, bad, underwhelming? Go ahead and comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys think. And as always guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.